I don't think it's so. The reason I have this on the side is that monitors, computer monitors, generally speaking, went through a giant anti-pattern. Um, Computer monitors used to be much more useful for programming, just like everything. Back in the day, when they were aspect ratio 4 by 3, because that meant that you could have more vertical text for a given number of pixels, right? Then, because televisions converged on 16 by 9 aspect ratio, then computers' displays started going widescreen to 16 by 9, or sometimes, thankfully, 16 by 10, which is better. But now for a given number of pixels, you don't get as much vertical text, which kind of sucks. But then also, it's not quite wide enough to really have two things side by side in a nice way. Like, they all, you kind of would like it to be wider, actually, if you're going to do two, right? And so 16 by 9 is in this really horrible spot where it's either not tall enough or not wide enough if you want to do actual text. And this is not just programming. This is like reading web pages, whatever. Like 16 by 9 is freaking terrible. So you either want wider or higher than 16 by 9. Unfortunately, 4K monitors are 16 by 9, and that's what this is. But at least the 4K gives you more pixels. Anyway, so if you're going to have a taskbar, which, by the way, it's stupid that this taskbar is this fat. It's got way too much wasted space. If you're going to have a taskbar on the side or the bottom of a 16 by 9, you can either make your vertical space problem worse by taking away the bottom space, right? Or you can make the horizontal problem worse by taking away this space on the side. If you make the horizontal problem worse, it's proportionally not that bad, right? Because you're taking a little bit away from 16 as opposed to taking a little bit away from 9. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is also why all these garbage, like if we just start the debugger here, like this layout is just complete garbage because they use up so much vertical space out of the 9. Like the amount of actual space that I get to do anything with is too small. It's actually not as bad on a 4K screen anymore, but on my laptop, these things are so huge and fat that it's awful and I can't see very much, right? My laptop's 1080. No, my laptop's 4K also. It must have like a different display scaling setting. You can move these around. No, moving around doesn't help. I want them to not be there. Okay? Like, look, this is stupid. Look, there's an entire top thing that says call stack and all this, but then all this is at the bottom and it says call stack. Just move these tabs up here and get rid of this, right? It's like whoever designed these things is a failure at design. That's all I'm going to say. Hopefully they've improved since they've done this. Let me put it that way. But probably it was designed by a committee and whatever. Yeah, I wish I had a screenshot of what my laptop looks like because it's so much worse than this even. The honey bear is giving me a problem getting the honey out. Let's prop it up for a minute. The panel's probably COM things from 1990 that no one understands anymore. No, they rewrote the whole thing in C# in like 2006. But now that's ancient. So anyway, I would like a monitor that I guess is taller. Like 16 by 10 would be better. You know, something wider. I guess there's like someone who was talking about 21 by 9 or something. That might be better for programming. I don't know. It's so weird. It's like 16 by 9 is not even a good aspect ratio for watching movies because cinema cuts are wider as well. So like it's really a mediocre middle resolution that isn't that good for anything. Like I'm not sure why they picked it. Yeah, 4:3 displays on older laptops were really nice. That's the thing with 16 by 9, you make your laptop bulkier and you can't use the screen space effectively because it's a weird shape. It's such a huge fail. Like uh and then you're paying battery, right? You're paying battery to power this screen that you can't use that effectively. And you're paying weight for the battery and the screen. And then your screen size sucks. It's like, yeah. 16:9 is good for games. I guess, like, it's probably better than 4:3 for games because you get more peripheral vision. But by the same token, if cinema is wider than 16:9, then why shouldn't games be wider than 16:9? If the point is moving images that fill your peripheral vision, then 16:9 is too short, probably. Have I tried the small taskbar icons option? Yes, I still didn't like it.